everyone. Today's lesson is for the syllables and affixes Sort 34 group. And I am going to actually go over the words first, and then I want to see if you can guess or even have a thought about what the two categories are this week. So as you hear the words, I want you to be thinking if you see any patterns or types of words that come up. First word is dancer, bigger, actor, beggar, dreamer, faster, longer, smaller, driver, farmer, burglar, traitor, fresher, jogger, younger, writer, older, sailor, smoother, swimmer, brighter, tutor, shopper, and voter. Now, you may have noticed that the endings of a lot of these words are similar. We have similar sounding endings, but you'll notice we have quite a few ERs here. But then we also have other endings, AR, OR, OR here. So we definitely have different endings. And then so our two categories are people who do things and words that compare. Now, you may be asking yourself, these are kind of random categories, but the reason that they were put together is because of the similarities of the endings. If you're using a word that compares two things, then you're going to have an ending very much like what are called agents. So agents is a term for the people who do things. So it's actually an adjective of kind of talking about describing someone by using the word of the thing that they do, the verb that they do. So we're going to go ahead and categorize our first people who do things. And I want you to really pay close attention to the endings to see if there are different ways to spell those endings. We have quite a few words here. So I want us to go ahead and really focus on the endings of each of these words. And I'm going to use my highlighter tool to really focus on what of these words have in common and the endings specifically. We have ER, and we have OR, and then finally we have AR. Let me do a different color. There we go. Okay, so the majority of these people who do things words, also called agents, put that in parentheses here. Most of these words are going to be in the ER category here. We have just a few that are OR, and then 2 at the bottom that are AR. So remember, these words describe the person. So agents, it's a person, but it's calling them, the name comes from what they do. So a dancer, that root word is dance, because that is what a dancer does. Jog, a jogger jogs. That is what they do. So people who do things are called agents. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the words that fall under the category compare. So words that compare. Okay, so again, you should see endings that are very similar. But all of these words, maybe you have noticed, end in the same ER. So these are words that compare. So it's going to be important that you really take a close look at which category these words belong in. You can't just look at the ending. You have to look at what are they describing. Are they describing people, or are they describing things? That is going to be the big difference that you'll have to check.